Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Wednesday the 23rd of December. Ho ho ho. We have new mods and we have a couple of updates. The updates are as follows. From left to right, we've got Why the Farms by Missy B. We've got the Bureau Series 6 edition by E.R. Shabba VSR Modding Sir. Both of those have had updates today. Right in front of me, we've got the first of our mods. I'm not going to call them by their names, just in case. These are the hydraulic poles, let's call them that. These are 0.32 megabytes download, one slot each. There's a set of 2, 4, 5 and 6 I think it is, and obviously we've got the 6 here. This is by SN Modding Opa Andre. We got up to it and press circle. Very efficient, nicely detailed. I would think at night as well, those strips on the top are going to be reflective, just so you don't crash into and take the entire bottom of your tractor off, or whatever vehicle you're using. These you'll find under Placeables and under Miscellaneous. There you go. So we've got 2, 4, 5 and 6, 7,500, 15,000, 20,000 and 26,000. And these are one slot each for whichever one you decide to pick. That's the first of the mods. Moving on, we've got some more festive mods from OmaTana. So we have got, I'm going to start from this end, we've got the Christmas market toys. There are 3 in that. And then we've got the Berta's Imbiss, also 3 in there. The 3 in the packs, there is one which is decorative, one which is, that earns you money, so you get paid per hour. Income is the word I'm looking for. And the third one is a sell point. With the toy ones, the Christmas market toys, you can sell wood here because they're going to buy the wood off you and they're going to carve it into these lovely toys and bowls and the stable. And you can pick these up and take one with you if you wish. Oh, careful. This does play a tune as well. I'm going to let it play. I think OmaTana, each time this has been put into the mod hub, this is the 3rd set of these, I think. One was the Christmas tree. And the first time it said there's music that played. Then it said that it was an old medieval song played on a flute made of a cow horn. Then this one says it's an old French Christmas song about a cow and a donkey played by me on a medieval flute made out of a cow horn. And the cow horn is here on the side. So I don't think there should be a copyright issue because it's actually played by OmaTana. I mean, I don't know, I hope not. So let's play it. And there you go. How lovely. I'm going to show you all these together because it just makes a bit more sense. So like I say, decorative, income, and this one is a sell point for wood. Imbiss is the next one. Now the Imbiss one, and this is things like, well, fries and currywurst and those kind of things. Hot dogs. You can bring potato, sunflower and water here to sell. Not this one. This one is decorative, this one is income per hour, and this one is the sell point on the end here. Income per hour on both of these is 60 on easy, 40 on normal, 20 on hard. And the same with this one, you can come up and you can take some fries if you want, or a bag of crisps, or potato chips depending on where you're from. Or you can grab yourself, I think we can reach over, grab yourself a hot dog if you want. There's no music that plays at this one. But it's quite a set now. And with the Imbiss one, you get the placeable tables, which you can, once they're placed, you can move and put them wherever you want. I think we had a set of these with one of the other ones. Was it the Christmas market beverages? Might have been. Oh, don't topple over. There we go. So the first of these you'll find under decoration. So Christmas market toys, the decorative one, is 200 to buy. The toys ones are 4 slots each, all of them, and the Imbiss ones are 5 slots each. If I go across, we should come to the Imbiss. There we go. There's Berta's Imbiss decoration. That's 5 slots, and then the standing table. I think there's actually I didn't write what those were. I think they're only 1 slot, so not a huge amount for the tables as well. So that's decoration. Then under miscellaneous, we've got the rest. So Christmas market toys income is 3,000. Christmas market toys selling station is 1,000. Again, 4 slots for each of those. Then Berta's Imbiss. There you go. Income 3,000 and selling station 1,000. 5 slots. 5 slots. Very nice indeed. Some more nice additions there from OmaTana. Moving on from there, we've got a load of sell points. We've got buy points. We've got all sorts of stuff. What we're going to do next? Let's do the trailer because I'm going to need that, I think. Next up, we've got this. This is the Dangreville Polydrack Plus 418A. This is by SimulagriModding. It is 16.75 megabytes download. It is 14 slots on console. Nicely made, nicely detailed. There's 2 options. We've got a lower one, which doesn't have the sides from there up. Or then we've got the one with the sort of silage boards. In both configurations, it still takes absolutely everything. Very nice indeed. This you'll find under tools and trailers. I really am hoping they don't drop any mods on Christmas Eve. I've got so much to do tomorrow. There's a map out as well today. Eureka Farms has come out too. So, yeah, never mind. So there you go, 35 grand for the base model. We can change the main colour to one of those 3. Then we've got capacity, 11,100, like so, and then 20,700, like that. We've got the option of Trelleborg or Michelin's. Now, I can't... When I bought the first trailer, it wouldn't let me go down to that bit. I went backwards and forwards. We have with box or without box. Just a toolbox that goes underneath, should you wish to have it. Lights on the back. Indicators 2. Unload. Let's turn the lights off. L1, R1 and unload here. Nice smooth animation. Fairly high tip, as you can see. And there you go, that's the Dangreville Polydrack Plus 418A by SimulagriModding, which brings me very neatly on to the next of the mods that we're going to be looking at, and it's this. Now those ones over there are the Edge Castiga buy point and sell point. This, if I can find it on the list, is the All the Shops bundle by Edge Gaming, 28.6 megabytes to download. It's not just this, this is the all-in-one shop, this one here, and you can come here and buy anything you like, pretty much, anything on that list. It's the same logo. Now I filled up a trailer load of pig food. I did it from the Edge one over there, and then from this one the price was identical, so I'm kind of getting from that, the prices you get from those ones over there are going to be the same across the board. So what we'll do, it says start filling, press L3. We can buy seeds, lime, oats, total mixed ration, wheat, fertiliser, pig food, manure, hay, seeds, and back again. Now there'll be liquid ones as well, but I haven't got a liquid machine here. But that's the all-in-one one. If you don't want all-in-one, I don't know why you would want all-in-one, because it kind of makes life a little bit easier. Just turn the engine off. If we go to, and these are under, I'm sure these are placeables and miscellaneous as well. Now prepare yourself. I think there are 16 of these. So we got all-in-one buy station, chicken food buy station, digestate, herbicide, horse food, lime, liquid fertilizer, manure, pig food, salt, seed, sheep food, slurry, solid fertilizer, TMR, water, and then we're on to the previous one we had before. What are the prices for all of them? well, to buy them, they're £5 grand. What are the prices for all the commodities? I haven't. There's no way I can go in and do comparisons between the prices of these and then every other buy point there is available in game. But the actual to place these slot count wise ranges from 28 down to 22. I've got some at 25, some at 24, some at 26, one at 23, one at 22. So between 22 and 28 slots to place any one of these. But again, it depends what you want to put down. But if you haven't got a space to put everything, the all-in-one, it suggests, is the kind of go-to. It kind of makes sense that you would go for that one. They have automatic lighting, and they're jolly handy. So there you go. That's from Edge Gaming. Next up, we've got this. This is the Placeable filling station, and there are quite a few of these too. This is by CJFarming, 18.09 megabytes download, 6 slots for each of these, and this is the same kind of thing. There are loads of them. Nicely detailed. It looks like a wooden container. I suppose, yeah, container. We'll go with that. There is a name for that underside cone, isn't there? I honestly, for the life of me, can't remember. My brain's fried. These you'll also find under Placeables and Miscellaneous. It's like the last chopper out of Saigon. I'll still be doing these. Still be doing mod reviews and map tours while the Christmas dinner's being put on the table. So we've got a seed filling station, fertilizer filling station, liquid fertilizer, herbicide, lime, forage, pig food. So there's a few of those available, all for £5 each, all for 6 slots each. Again, prices may vary. You can, with a bit of fiddling, you drive under it. I mean, to be fair, it comes up with start filling next to it, so I can start filling. Where are we? Filling here, but it does come out underneath. So if you wanted to be kind of a bit more immersive, realistic, whichever way you want to look at it, you can go right underneath like so. Press L3. This one is a total mix ration one, and then we go. We start to fill up underneath like so. Don't think it's too expensive, the total mix ration. What we're getting in this 20,700 litres for 434. That's pretty cheap for total mix ration, especially on maps where you can sell total mix ration. That's pretty good indeed. So there you go. That's the Placeable filling stations by CJFarming. Moving across, we have got this, if I can find it on my list. This is the KBM 10.8 PS. This is a cultivator. It's 14.16 megabytes download. It's by RusAgroTeh. Tech, I'm sure it's Tech, but TEH, isn't it? 12 slots to download. It is a 10.8 metre. It's nicely detailed. It's cheap as chips for a 10.8 metre cultivator. I don't think it requires a huge amount of horsepower either to use, if I recall. Again, it's another one of those days, there's quite a few mods and I can't remember what I've looked at and what I haven't. If we go across to, where are we? Cultivators. Yeah, 10,800 for a 10.8 metre cultivator. Madness. 200 horsepower required. So I suppose it's up there a little bit, but it's a 10.8 metre. When you look at the one next to it, it's a 7.7, 400 horsepower required, and 79 grand. No brainer. You can have it in blue or slightly darker blue, sort of more turquoisey blue. But anyway, yes, I digress. Let's open it up. Nice smooth animation for opening. 3 main sections should give you nice rideability over undulating terrain. Lower it down. And it runs at 9. I thought it ran at 12, but no, it's 9, isn't it? But that's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Not too wide either when it's folded up. What a cool piece of kit. So, I'm going to drop off there. Actually, we'll do these ones next. We might as well, because they're all here. We've got 3 mowers today. I know, you don't get one for ages, then 3 come along at once. This is, firstly, the Roberts F2800. This is by E.T.A. La Marchoise, 19 slots, 9.9 megabytes download. Should be Robert, isn't it? It's a French company, I think it is. Now this one, it is a mower, but it doesn't leave a swath because it cross-cuts. And because it cross-cuts, it cuts everything into tiny little pieces so you don't get a swath form. So we'll turn it on, drop it down, and as you'll see, no swath. So if you just want to cut the grass and stuff around a building or a farm or someone's gardens, you want to do a bit of stuff for people, and you don't want the hassle of having to collect the grass up afterwards, you just want to tidy things up a little bit, that may well be the one for you. Like I say, it's very nicely detailed. Probably should be looking underneath there while the blade's still spinning. This you'll find under Tools and Mowers. There you go, the F2800, 7,200 to buy, 75 horsepower required, 2.8 metre width, and it runs at 8 miles per hour. Did I say what slots it was? 12, yes. Oh, not 12 on that. What am I talking about? That's the KBM we just looked at. Oh, it's even more. It's 19. Yeah, 19 slots. That's fairly high, isn't it? Right, next up we've got the Pöttinger NOVACAT 306F, 8 grand to buy, 3 metres wide, 60 horsepower required, runs at 13 miles per hour. Now it does say it can be used with or without the tractor triangle for a fast coupler, but in all honesty on console or in game, because you just press X to detach and attach and detach, it doesn't matter too much, but you can use the fast coupler if you want to. Options, we can change the main colour from yellow rubber new to yellow plastic new. Then we can go to yellow rubber old and yellow plastic old. And then we got the water shield over the PTO, yellow or black. Those are your options. This is by, where is it? The Pöttinger NOVACAT 306F. This is by Konstii.ls, Fabian Gogobear. 11.2 megabytes download, 12 slots, no, not that one, 12 slots to download, so I'm looking at my sheet and not the screen as well. 12 slots download, and the triangle is 3 slots if you want to use the triangle, and it can hook into there, but this will hook up with 3-point link, as we're about to find out. Says, there we go, open it up like so, turn it on, that sounds like the old alert siren on the Starship Enterprise, on the original Enterprise, NCC 1701. What's that again? Yeah, am I losing my mind? There we go. And it mows, which is kind of what you want from a mower, really. So that's the Pöttinger NOVACAT 306F from Konstii.ls and Fabian Gogobear, which brings me on to the third of the mowers for today. And it's the Lizard RC mower. This one's looking a little bit worse for wear, I'll be honest. This is 3.75 megabytes download, 10 slots on console. It's by Vektormodding. There are 2 options, a standard one or an old one like this. It's looking a little bit rusted and worn. PTO to a belt drive to the blade underneath. This you'll also find under mowers. There you go, 1,000 to buy, 50 horsepower required, 2 metre width on this, and we're on at 13 miles per hour. And like I say, options, we've got new or a slightly older version in need of a bit of love and care from the machinery restorer, the man himself, Dangreville. Anyway, start up. And away we go. Mowing at 2 meters. It's very nice indeed. I've just realised there was something else I was supposed to mow, but with wider mowers, and I forgot. But anyway, That is the Lizard RC mower by FBT Modding, which brings me on to this. This is a kind of whoa, and then I'm really sorry to the modder. I can only apologise. This is the Mancia TGX Forest Special by HaJüHo Fahrzeugbau. This is a specially designed one, and it's very nice indeed. But what's clever about this is the trailer that comes with it gets transported on the back of the vehicle, so you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry too much then about a long vehicle or excessive fuel and that kind of thing, apparently. But I'm just going to cut to a clip now to show you something. Yes, that's what was happening. This is 28.95 megabytes download. It says it's only one slot, which I don't know. Does that explain? There's a load of options available on this. It's incredible. And when we actually go onto the vehicle, you've got different options then within all of the configuration. Let's have a look at it in store first. It will make a little bit more sense. If we go to machines, vehicles and forestry machines, 205 grand for the base model. Options available. We can change the rim colour to anything on that palette there, like so. Main colour to anything like so. Then design colour changes the stanchions and the framework like so. Now it says sunshield colour, and we can have black, man red, then it goes through a whole load. There's loads and loads and loads of options. So I'll leave it on green too for the time being. Then sunshield, yes or no. Or not yes or no. No, then small, then big, then off. So that sunshield is whatever colour you chose in sunshield colour. And there, like I say, there are a load to go through. Then we've got extra parts. Nothing, horns, extra mirrors, headlight protection. Let's zoom. Actually, I can't zoom in. It's not letting me zoom in at all on that. I'm not sure, you know. Headlight protection. We have to see it from here. All with all. So horns, headlight protection. What was the other one? Oh, and the mirrors. Then we've got wheel setup. Knock-in standard or knock-in with the writing on the tyres in white. Then mud flap decals. That's around the back here. You can just see there. So you can have signs, HaJüHo, I'm going to get it right again, aren't I? Fahrzeugbau. And then you've got hashtag stay at home, hashtag play a part together. I just can't speak. And then we've got options on engine size: 500 horsepower, 640, 880, then back to 500. Mirror caps, you've got standard, you've got chromed, you've got plastic, or the same colour you chose your main colour for your vehicle. Then you've got roof bar, no, yes, with grey lights or with yellow lights, then off again. And then you've got bull bar at the front, no, yes, grey lights, yellow lights, and then back off again. So quite a few options to be looking at. What does it sound like? It sounds great. Horn. Lights. I mean that, have a look round here. Lights. Boom. The whole world lights up. I mean, look at that. It's just... it's incredible. And that's what's so incredibly frustrating. Then we've got the rear work light situation and off. Now, if you look on the left hand side, you've got control group nil. If I press triangle, control group crane, then control group extra, then back off again. Now here's where the problem begins. When you read the instructions, it kind of intimates that when you unload it, it unloads automatically. It doesn't. I think it's saying it needs to be unloaded by crane, because it doesn't matter what option I've pressed, I cannot get it to unload manually. So if I'm at the moment control group nil, control group crane puts me on the vehicle, and then control group 2 is extra. So let's go to nil. So L1, unfold forest trailer. So if I press that, it puts all of those up. and then moves them into place, which is okay. Maybe I'm missing something. Then open cover, so L1 and left of the D-pad, then does all of these ones underneath as well, which kind of goes through the trailer that's already on there. So I can't see that that would be how you unload it. So I'm going to fold that away again. So if I go to control group 1, which is crane, I've now got unfold truck, which does the crane at the back. And you think, okay, right, now we're getting somewhere. Opens the crane up, puts me in the seat, and then that's it. It stops there. If I press L1 and open cover again, it does those supports and starts moving all that again. So I'm going to put those back. But I can now do the crane, which is fantastic. So then I think, well, if we look at the trailer there, there's a little grab there for grabbing the trailer to take the trailer off. So that's got to be it, hasn't it? So let's fold this down and see if we can't sort ourselves out here, because that's obviously what it is. So that's in that position. L1, R1, rotate my crane head, and open and close the grab. I just go down around that little bit, grab it and pick the trailer up and lift the trailer off then, surely, don't I? Apparently not. Apparently that doesn't want to grab on to anything until it hits the trailer beneath. I cannot get that to grab that trailer. I don't know what to do. So if I go then to control group extras, I then can't move the crane, but I can adjust the legs if I want, which is the extras. So as it stands, I can't get that trailer off. I can't remove it. So unfortunately, I've got camera angle there for the crane. So if I switch back to crane, it's all very nice being able to go to the crane, but there seems to be something missing. Unless it's a really obvious control that I have missed. But I've been through everything I could find. If I fold the truck again, it puts the crane away. So, unfortunately, then a couple of times I hit the deck there, and then I had that problem that you just saw, where the whole thing, at one point, it revved up, I was touching nothing, it accelerated forward, it accelerated backwards, it then did a couple of flips, it went all over the place. So I don't know. If I'm missing something really obvious, please let me know. Maybe it's working great for you. I couldn't get it to work, so apologies. But it looks fantastic, and the options on it are amazing. That's the Mancia TGX Forest Special by HaJüHo, Fahrzeugbau. Moving on, we've got these. And these look absolutely gorgeous, because I like this type of vehicle anyway. But this is the International Transtar MT, Rowley Christie 1 VSR modding Sir, 23.4 megabytes download, 13 slots on console for the first one. And this will be found under trucks, and we have the option of a flatbed with straps. We have the option of side supports for log work and straps, or we've got this container one, which I think is 45,000 litres. I think it's 45,000 litres. It looks great. It sounds great. Like the other one we had before, which was just the semi main tractor unit. The inside is, I'd love it. Look. I don't know what is about this actually. I'm going to turn that off. I just love the look of this. The other two sound exactly the same, but obviously one's a flatbed and one's for logs if you want that. This you'll find under vehicles, under trucks. There you go, 75 grand. 13 slots for the first one, 45,000 litre capacity if you go for the container one, which is that. We've got option of rim colour, and we've got a stainless steel, we've got a dark steel, aluminium, chrome, polished, gold, new silver, then we've got a few metallics, then we go into the regular colour palette down there. So let's say we go for blaze orange if you want to go for that. Main colour, let's say pink for example, does the board work, then the rest of it is done on that one. Let's go with, is there a gold on there? Oh, I was on gold, wasn't I? What am I talking about? Let's go for that light blue. I don't know why I went for that combination, but the engine setup IH460 at 460 horsepower, IH power at 550, and then back again. Then we got the container, the platform, or the platform supported for log work, like so. Very nice indeed. Unloading, L1, R1 and triangle. The other two, as far as I can tell, probably should have put that back down again. I don't think these tip to unload, but let's just double check. L1, R1 and triangle. No, that's just the option if you've got the container. But it does look brilliant. So I know I'm kind of lingering over this one, but I don't know, I like it. That's just me. Lights off. Not quite. Now it's lights off. There we go. The International Transtar MT by Rowley Christie 1 VSR modding. Sir, moving on, we have got this. This is the platform. This is 4.35 megabytes download. It's by Address Rocha. 7 slots. There's a few different options on this one. It's 7 slots. This one is in its animal configuration. In its animal configuration, it will take 2 sheep or 2 pigs. As you can see, I've strapped them down. It does have straps. I just put them on there to remind me not to strap the sheep down or anything like that. It doesn't open in this configuration. When you go up to the livestock market menu, it just puts them in. So there's no way to open or close this one. But this you'll find under tools and, I'm going to say miscellaneous. There we go. So the platform. It says it requires 35 horsepower. 2.8 meter width. Now it doesn't give you a capacity, so you can have it as a flat platform like that, which also has straps. We can have it like that for forestry, so it just has a couple of supports there that logs can roll up against. We can have it as a box like so, but the box doesn't have a capacity, so I wouldn't think you can fill it with anything. And then you can have the animal cage like so, which will do you 2 sheep or 2 pigs. Then back again, and we can, of course it won't let me do it again, we can change the main colour to anything on that palette. Like so. There we go. We can raise and lower it. For transport. I don't think this tips. I wouldn't want to tip it with animals in. No, it doesn't give me the option to. And there you go. That's the platform by Address Rocha. Right, let's hop out of there. Next, we've got this. I'm just trying to think if I've been through everything. Yeah, next we've got this. This is an interesting one. This is the Lizard Rake 8.5 meter by WhiteBull modding. It's 7 slots. It is 4.92 megabytes download, but it comes with a baler attacher. So you can windrow and bale, and if you use something like the fast bale and wrap, all at the same time, which is pretty cool. Obviously there are mowers now that will do your windrowing for you while you go, but if you do like doing your windrowing and you want to combine 2 operations in one, this could be the thing for you. This you'll find under tools and windrowers. 28 grand, runs at 55, requires 55 horsepower. It does not run at 55 miles per hour. 55 horsepower, 8.5 meters wide, 12 miles per hour, 7 slots. We can change the rim color to anything on that palette, like so. We can change the main color to anything on that palette, like so. Those are your options. Bear with me just a moment. Right then, so I can detach my baler and just rake if I want to. So if I just want to use it as a regular windrower, I can. If I hook up, I'm going to open up my windrower. I'm going to switch to my baler, turn my baler on, my pickup is down, back to my rake. I'm going to lower my windrower, just does that. We should be good to go. Pretty nifty. We should get to full bale, which should wrap and put out the other side. That's pretty cool. Turning circle, not so great. And obviously then if you've got something else on the back of it, that might cause a bit of an issue. Yes, you might need quite a long... Yeah, that does not want to turn. I'm going to go over those crops. No! Anyway, I'm not going to go back over that. It worked, it did what it was supposed to. It raked, it windrowed, and it put it through a baler out the back. But that's a very handy piece of kit, that. The Lizard Rake, 8.5 metre, with baler hitch, by WhiteBull Modding. Very nice indeed. Which brings me to, I think, the last of the mods. I think it's the last of the mods. Oh, I forgot to mention, there's a new season's Geo out today. Middle Saxony by Vektormodding, which is 0.02 megabytes to download. And on to the last of the mods. And it's this, the Krukowiak Z437. This is 6.97 megabytes download. It's 3 slots on console. It's by JMZ and VNSF DG2. This is for collecting potatoes from the ground. Now, that will only then work if you've used a harvester that leaves the potatoes on the ground. There are a few modded ones knocking about, but all of the standard in-game potato harvesters all pick up themselves off the ground. But there are some of the smaller modded ones, and I couldn't for the life of me think of a single one, and then go through and find one in the mod hub. So I just used a regular potato harvester and then put it on the ground, just to make it a little bit easier for us. But anyway, now, it looks fantastic. When it hooks up, you turn the pipe so the pipe swings out that way, and the whole point is you run along the ground, you pick up the potatoes, and it will put it into a trailer for you. There's only one thing wrong with that I can see, and that is, unless this runs using a worker, which if you've got potatoes on the ground, will it operate with a worker? If it does, you can run alongside it with the trailer and collect. If it doesn't, then it will only be any good for multiplayer, as far as I can work out in my head. Again, unless I'm missing something, but we'll double check it in just a second. It's nicely made, looks great. Looks like the paint's a little bit chipped and scuffed here and there. But other than that, pretty nice. This you'll find under Tools and Potato Technology. Down the bottom there. 5,600 to buy. 42 horsepower required. It will run at 6 miles per hour. It will hold 500 litres, which is fine. So I suppose you could do 500 litres at a time and unload into a trailer. That might get a little bit fiddly, I suppose. And yeah, only 3 slots. Options available. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette, like so. Design colour changes the metalwork at the top, and did it do the PTO as well? Let's change it to green. No, just the top section there. Then you can have it with stickers or without. And those are your options. So what I'm going to do is let's hook back up to this. What we do is pipe out L1 and down the D-pad, which swings it around that way. Ready for its operation. Then we turn the belt on, which starts the first belt down there, and then we lower the belt, which brings it in contact with the ground. Then we drive forward. Now we're going to hit 500 fairly quickly. So I don't know, can I hire a worker? No, that's... I can't hire a worker, so unless you can find some way of attaching this onto a frame, so you've got this and a trailer and you pull them both at the same time, which I don't know how you would do, but what I'll then do is run this underneath. I can put my 500, because if you are doing this on your own, doing 500 litres at a time might get a little bit, oh yeah, and it's quite low as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, it does work. I pull right forward and switch over. So I say it does work, but I think it would just be better suited for multiplayer use rather than singular. It may just be because I haven't used, because I dumped this on the ground. If you use one of the particular harvesters that does leave it on the ground, maybe it will recognise the strips and allow you to use a worker. I wouldn't have thought so because it didn't come up with the option. But anyway, that's it. That's what it does. The Krukowiak Z437 by JMZ and VNSFDG2. That may be it for this year. Who knows? I could still be doing this, like I say. We may get more tomorrow on Christmas Eve. I may be doing some on Christmas Day before my Christmas dinner. You never know. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.